All right, brothers and sisters, once again, we are excited. Beings Through Time loves to bring you incredible people doing amazing stuff. We got a true Chicagoan here in the building here at the Bob Biz Center to talk about his business. Man, he is literally cleaning up the community one street corner at a time. We have brother Steven Wallace with Stop and Drop, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm great, brother. How you doing this morning?
Man, doing absolutely fabulous, man. We're excited. I am pleased to meet you. Of course, I met you a couple weeks ago. We're going to talk about where we met in a brief amount of time. But I want you to tell the people about your business. What is Stop and Drop, and what are you doing in the community?
Okay, well, Stop and Drop is a job creation program geared to provide jobs to our youth, to everyone, but we mainly target our youth. Because of the lack of resources in our neighborhoods, the youth seem to turn to the streets as a way to look to some support. And those streets end up a dead end. So we provided Stop and Drop as a vehicle to provide employment for these youth and allow them to serve their community at the same time preserving their community and at the same time preserving their lives by doing so.
Man, that sounds wonderful, man. Explain a little bit more. Give me an example of how this actually works. How are they helping to preserve the community?
Okay, well, we assign the youth to different intersections throughout the city of Chicago, and what they do, they collect trash directly from motorists. The motorists stop at a red light. The young environmental custodians, which is what we like to call them, they approach the vehicles and they ask for any unwanted trash. They give them trash. In return, they ask them what they like to give a small free will donation for the service. The motorists give a donation. It might be $1, it might be a quarter, it might be $5, $10, $20. Anything to keep these youth working and to keep them doing something positive. The community has been embracing it, so it's a good thing.
Man, that's amazing, man. So you mean to tell me that on the corners collecting trash from motorists, how are people responding to that?
People are embracing it. People love it. It catches them off guard because they're wondering if we're the fire department, because we wear light colored uniforms, high visibility uniforms, so that no one gets hit. So when they approach the young people and they see them with the garbage bags, they ask them, what's going on? What are you guys out here doing? And when we explain to them what we're doing, we're cleaning up the trash that's on the ground, and we're trying to prevent trash from even being thrown on the ground to keep our communities clean, and they embrace it, they love it.
Man, that's excellent, man. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, it was inspired through my uncle, who's actually from Zimbabwe. He came into the country a couple months ago, and he see what's going on. He see the lack of jobs, the lack of employment, the gangs, the violence, and things of this nature. And we just sat down and we put our heads together to try to come up with some type of solution. It might not be the ultimate solution, but it sure is a big step towards a way to try to help our people and help our community. So we put our heads together and we came up with something simple. It's really ground roots. So we put our heads together and we said, let's just clean up trash and see if the community will embrace it. The aldermen and everyone has been embracing it. So ever since we tested out 11/25/2016. That was Black Friday, so to speak, and we got a good response from the community. The first day we worked, we were able to raise about $600 to $700.
Man, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Man, I love the term you just used a little bit earlier, environmental custodians, man.
Yes,
So talk a little bit about them and how, you mentioned before when we talked some transformations that's been happening with them by doing this work.
Well, environmental custodian is really a person. A custodian is someone that has custody of. And by us living in this environment, we do have custody of this environment. So we are environmental custodians. All of us really are. So we want to put that into these young people's heads that they are an environmental custodian. You do have the custodianship of this environment that you're in, so it's important on how you keep it. It's important on how you carry yourself. It's important to keep it clean, because if you have a clean environment, it'll help you have clean thoughts, a clean life. If it's dirty, you're going to have a dirty life. A dirty environment, you're feeling dirty, and it brings forth all type of things that are really unwanted. So with this program, we call these youth environmental custodians, and it changes their mindset. It gives them ownership of their environment, and they want to do something good about it. It makes them feel pride in what they're doing. So we just urge them just take care of their environment and take care of their lives. By keep cleaning up their environment, it's helping these young people clean up their lives, because most of the people that are working these programs were usually contributing to violence. So some of our best workers have been making up to like $200 a day. And like I've said, we've only been working in the cold months. We haven't even gotten to the summer and spring. So as the community has been embracing this program, we're expecting that these custodians can make more money than what they've even been making. So it's curving them not to want to turn to the streets to sell drugs or to rob anybody or do anything like that, because they can come outside and make an honest dollar just from collecting trash from motorists. It's not any hard labor. It's just actually serving your community, serving your environment, keeping your living space clean, and you get rewarded for it. So it's a win all across the board.
Man, excellent, man. And it seems as though not only are the people who are getting the trash clean out of their cars and the environmental custodians happy, but I met you at the Unleashed conference by the Solomon Group, and it seems as though a lot of other people are getting behind the idea. So you actually talk about how you actually won the first prize at the Unleashed conference.
Okay, well, the Unleashed conference was a nice event. It was the first that I've ever attended, and pretty much what I learned from this event was that there are many different businesses, and a lot of people have a different way of coming at attacking issues in the community. But like I told you once before, Stop and Drop is grassroots. It's real basic and it's natural and it's real. And when people hear what's real, they embrace it. So at the event, I pretty much just told my life of how I've had my troubles in the street as a youth and how I was inspired to come out with this program through some of my challenges from being in jail. The rewards in jail for keeping your living space clean, how you can make a bad situation have some good things come out of it. So I pretty much just told my life story and led them up to Stop and Drop, and actually what we are now doing for the community and how this is changing the life of the youth as though it's changed my life. So the event was great. I was able to network with a lot of people from a lot of different businesses, yourself, with this interview. So yeah, it's been a great thing. I didn't really see, I didn't really know what Stop and Drop had to offer. Like I said, it was something new. It's never been done before, and it's really a global initiative. But we're starting out right here at home in Chicago, where the violence is just getting carried away. So we want to try to do something about this.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes,
And what side of Chicago are you from?
I'm from the South Side, more by the east side, like by Stony Island. I'm from that area.
Okay, beautiful. Man, anything you want to say as we close out to the people? How, what to look out for? How can they, what corners can they catch you all on?
Well, you can catch us at 95th and Ashland. We're soon to be at 95th and Stony Island, 79th and Stony Island, and 99th and King Drive, as well as 87th and the Dan Ryan. When you see these young youth, I just urge everyone to please support this program. It's helping save lives. It's helping feed families. It's helping raise the property value up. It's helping lower this violence. So it's a win all across the board. It's employing people. So we really urge you to help support this program. Please give a free will donation to these youth. Even if you do not have a donation, please give your trash, because it keeps the momentum going. It keeps them motivated. It keeps them serving their purpose and serving their community. So with that, I just want to close out by just saying thank you. Thank you, Brother Torrey, for having me for this interview. And I look forward to having another one with you soon.
Man, absolutely, man. Definitely keep us in tune. And we appreciate the work that you're doing in the community. And brothers and sisters, never forget, this is Torrey Muhammad. As long as I got a bowl of bean soup, you've got half. Peace.